Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the second and the last case of variation of parameter, which is a technique to find particular integral, which is a part of general solution in case of higher order differential equations. Previously, we have seen how to find particular integral using variation of parameter in case of second order differential equation. The target in this video is to extend the method to third order differential equation, and I hope you can generalize this method for any nth order differential equation also after this video. So let us begin with our actual understanding of higher order differential equation as a case of second order differential equation. So if I assume y triple dash plus c1 y double dash plus c2 y dash plus c3y equal to rx, here y is a function of variable x, c1, c2, c3 are arbitrary constants, rx is a random function of variable x. Let us define capital D as differential operator d by dx and nth order differential operator as d raised to n. If we assume this operator format of equation, then it will give us d cube y plus c1 d square y plus c2 dy plus c3 y equal to rx, that in operator form will be f of dy equal to rx. I hope this part is clear now that how to convert equation into operator form for third order differential equation also. Let us go for the technique which I want to discuss today, that is the particular integral using method of variation of parameter. Previously we have seen direct method and undetermined coefficients also. Remember, I told you the limitations of direct method and method of undetermined coefficient that I will again repeat at the end of this video, that in which cases these two techniques are not useful and when we should select the method of variation of parameter. Let us begin the technique with help of example. The question is, solve given differential equation y triple dash minus 6y double dash plus 12y dash minus 8y equal to e raised to 2x upon x. Now see, on the right hand side there is a very weird combination of two functions in a quotient form, and that means we cannot apply any of our regular methods in this case. So the only method which we can apply in this case is the method of variation of parameters, and that also we have third order differential equation. So let us begin with the operator form of equation, which is d cube minus 6d square plus 12d minus 8 times y equal to e raised to 2x by x. Now coming to the auxiliary equation for complementary function, we have d cube minus 6d square plus 12d minus 8 equal to 0. Now here, if you factorize this, you will get 3 repeated roots, that is equal to 2. And so I am considering the case of complementary function where we have the repeated real roots. So it gives me c1 e raised to 2x, c2 x e raised to 2x, c3 x square e raised to 2x. Now coming to the main discussion, which is particular integral. As I told you, in case of second order derivative, we considered c1 c2 in form of functions of x. Here we have three parts: e raised to 2x, c2 x e raised to 2x, c3 x square e raised to 2x. So applying the same technique and replacing arbitrary constants c1 c2 c3 by three functions u, v and s, that will give us y1, and that will give us final solution. Now let us begin to solve this equation for u, v and s. Now to find u, v and s, we need three steps. The first step is identify y1, y2, y3, find Wronskian's w, w1, w2, w3, take integration which will give you u, v and s, and then take input into y. So let us take y1 as e raised to 2x, y2 x e raised to 2x, y3 x square e raised to 2x. Now we know that w, Wronskian for y1, y2, y3 is y1, y1 dash, y1 double dash, y2, y2 dash, y2 double dash, y3, y3 dash, y3 double dash. Then taking y1 as e raised to 2x will give us 2 e raised to 2x, and then again differentiating it with respect to x will give me 4 e raised to 2x. Taking y2 as x e raised to 2x, differentiation will give me by product rule e raised to 2x, it is over here, 2 times x e raised to 2x. So I am taking e raised to 2x outside. So it gives me 2x plus 1 e raised to 2x. Again differentiating this with respect to x. So it gives me derivative of this. By product rule I am taking derivative of this whole part. So first of all derivative of this, it gives me 2 into e raised to 2x plus 2x plus 1 into e raised to 2x. So if I take e raised to 2x outside, it will give me 4 times x plus 1 e raised to 2x. Now, considering second x square e raised to 2x, it will give me 2x square plus 2x times e raised to 2x, differentiating once again 4x square plus 8x plus 2 e raised to 2x. Now, before I tell you how to write down the final answer, you need to simplify this. Take e raised to 2x outside from this column, and from this column. So it will give you e raised to 6x. And then you have 1, 2, 4, x, 2x plus 1, 4 times x plus 1, x squared, 2x squared plus 2x, 4x squared plus 8x plus 2, and that you can expand. So don't consider this exponential function which is common in all three columns. Okay. Now finding W1. Now remember how we did this thing in case of function of two variable. We replaced the column of y1 with 0, 1. I am doing the same process over here. I am replacing the column of y1 by 0, 0, 1. So remember, if you want to generalize this, suppose you have the fourth order differential equation. That means you have u, v, s and t to find. That means you will get w, w1, w2, w3 and w4. And then if you want to find w1, you need to replace the column of y1. So in that case, your matrix will be of order 4. So remember, the bottommost entry is 1 and all the upper entries are 0. This is how you can remember the general formula to find these functions w, w1, w2, w3 and so on. So in w1, I am replacing column of y1. In w2, I will replace column of y2. And in w3, I will replace column of y3. And how this replacement is done? Bottommost entry is 1, rest of the entries are 0. So if I replace this column with 0, 0, 1 and if I expand, I need to take only this value of x e raised to 2x into this part and 2x plus 1 e raised to x into this part. Simplifying it will give you x square e raised to 4x. Taking y2, take middle column 0, 0, 1. So it gives you minus 2x e raised to 4x. And w3, I am replacing column of y3. And then simplifying it will give you e raised to 4x. And accordingly, the value of u will be integration of w1 by w into rx dx. Now what is rx? Rx is the right hand side of the function. This is the value of rx. V is w2 by w e raised to 2x x dx. S is w3 by w e raised to 2x x dx. Now let us consider value of w1. w1 is x square e raised to 4x and w is 2 e raised to 6x. So over here e raised to 6x is cancelled with this, x is cancelled with this, so we have integration of x by 2 and that means value is x square by 4. In v we have w2 as minus 2x e raised to 4x upon w as 2 e raised to 6x into e raised to 2x by x. Simplifying this, e raised to 6x is cancelled by this, 2 is cancelled, so we have minus 1 over minus 1, x is also cancelled, so it is minus x. Finally in s we have e raised to 4x into e raised to 2x, so e raised to 6x is cancelled, 1 upon 2x, integration is log 2 by x. Log x by 2. Now taking this three values of u, v and s into this part of yp will generate the general solution. So it gives x square by 4 e raised to 2x minus x into x e raised to 2x plus log x by 2 into x squared e raised to 2x. Combining it with complementary function will generate the final general solution. So I hope this part is also clear that how to use and method of variation of parameter in case of third order differential equation. If you look carefully, the right hand side was not handled by any other method previously. So remember, if you have functions as a rational function, or if you have a combination like this, exponential upon some polynomial, or trigonometry upon some polynomial, or polynomial upon some exponential function, the only case which will help you is going to be method of variation of parameter. This is the reason why method of variation of parameter is general method. Now, I told you that at last I will give you the reason why method of variation of parameter is general method. If you can handle integration well, and if you know how to generalize this method for any order, then this is the best method to find the particular integral. Why? Because special methods or the direct methods are limited to 5 cases only, and method of undetermined coefficient will become very lengthy if you have equation of order 4 or more than that, and if the differential basis is not finite, that method is not going to work. This is the reason why I separated variation of parameter into two parts, for method of second order differential equation and method for third order differential equation. So go through both of these videos and try to solve some higher order differential equations using this, which is of order more than 3. Remember, in that case, you have to take 4 functions u, v, s, and t. And for that, you need to find w, w1, w2, w3, and w4. And then you know how to formulate the values of u, v, s, and t. I hope you will go through some examples using this technique. And if you have any difficulty, come back again to the video, go through the